Hey folks, Micah McGee here. As I told you in yesterday's video, we're going to be cleaning up all this brush that has grown up so high we can't even see out of our deer blind anymore to shoot over here. I got the boys coming. They've got the chainsaw sharpened. I think we're just going to chop and drop. It rained almost all night long. I was kind of debating on burning it, and I know for a fact I could burn it anyway because I know how to burn stuff even when it's wet, but it's just going to take us longer. Chop and drop will be fine. It'll just right back into the ground. It'll be fine. That little strip there is just used as a buffer and kind of a wildlife area anyway, so chop and drop it is. Let's do it. We're supposed to be able to shoot deer that are walking right through here. From right now, a deer would have to be way out in the cornfield for us to even see to shoot it. I'll show you where the blind is. You can't see the blind. It's right there. All right, Matt, we're gonna cut everything off. Instead of hinge cutting, we're just gonna cut it all the way off because hinge cutting didn't matter. It didn't seem like it kept it from sprouting back. All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Because it blocks my neighbor's house. In the wintertime, I can see the light from that house over there right at the ground level. So I'm gonna leave that tree there. All right, that was our major thrust right there. We got that whole, basically small little field. I don't know if that's a 1/4 acre or what that is. Got that knocked out. Now we need to get around the blind. There's a bunch of walnut limbs growing in. It's hard to even climb the steps. Out the front of the blind, as I showed you in the corn video, we've got to trim around that big tree, and I want to go different directions out where my shooting lanes have visibly become stifled in the last few years. A copperhead tried to eat David. His chainsaw ate the copperhead. Oh. That's the second copperhead in a week here. Wow. That's crazy. Last year you saw me shoot a buck that was standing about right here. Shot another one in the cornfield that way. Matt killed both of his over in his blind. David killed his way at the other side of the field here. Joe got his in the cornfield. So we laid them to it. Caleb killed 2 down there and 1 over there. I guess Caleb's home helping his mama today. Hopefully. It's humid, but at least the sun ain't burning us up.
Yeah. That would be rough.
I trimmed that cedar pretty hard. Took the top out of it. So it'll still serve us as a safety net, but that one year Caleb almost didn't get that biggest buck, the one he got mounted, because that buck turned and walked and almost went behind that cedar tree.
Man.
Even though he was way out here, we still couldn't shoot it if it had done that. Man. Yep, and when it would emerge, it might have been 100 yards away. there's why when I bush hog and I see a little sprout of privet, I try my best to cut it off. Yeah, because it becomes this right here. And it only takes about 5 or 6 years.
Wow. When it's gone, you can't do nothing with it.
Yep. I want to cut this rind real quick. Thank you. That'll make it so much nicer when I'm plowing and tilling and stuff too.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't get out of the field without running into stuff.
Yeah. It doesn't even look like the same place.
No. I guess it's a thorn. I hope that's something back.
Yeah.
grass up and we're gonna go down the hill and cut that big tree up for firewood. Oh.
Yeah, ask her if it needs to be before this weekend.
I work hard enough to do this. This is crazy. This right here is called a Husqvarna 592, and I don't recommend it to anybody unless you got a strong back and a weak mind. Bubba, get it right there.
All right.
It ain't as good as a chainsaw, is it? For some things, it's better than a chainsaw.
Yeah.
That little stuff, it just clips it right off.
This one has a lot bigger teeth than the one I used for a knee.
Yeah,
There's just a little electric.
yeah. All right, folks, there you have it. I think we're ready for deer season. Don't tell nobody, but I think we might be there. The first bow season, which is for velvet bucks only, is this month. I can't even believe it myself. I'm sweating. Don't feel like deer hunting. Really, I mean, we always feel like deer hunting, but anyway, we've got it trimmed out. That was a bunch of work. We got that done in what, a 2-hour period of time? About 2 hours, we knocked every bit of that out. That's why I waited for the boys to help. That'd have been a big job for one person. That'd have been more than a day. But anyway, we got it knocked out. Hope you enjoyed it. That's all we got for you this day and this week. We'll see you again next week. But hope you have a great day. We'll see you on the next video.